Hello, how we doing? It is Monday. It's another day. Okay, we are back again. So, I was having some troubles last time I was on stream. I don't know if it became like an apparent issue when I left stream, but we were having some troubles. And the trouble I was having was with our new transitions, like loading the scenes up. And what I found was security drone. So I just need to change something to demonstrate this because it's weird, man. So if we go to the door, we added a scene loader. Basically, this will load up the scene in advance so that when you get to the door, it just swaps it over. It doesn't have to load it. And we've got something called subthreads on this resource loader. So you can use this resource loader threaded load request, and you can use subthreads, right? And I had that set to true. We set that to true. I'll probably make that an export variable. Because I don't know when you're supposed to use that. I just know that it was causing problems. So if I go to the security drone level, which is just the boss battle, and if I run this, not every time, but some of the time it falls over and it causes untold amounts of chaos in the game. So I don't know if I can trigger this. I don't know how many times I have to run it. It was like 1 in 10. Yeah, okay, so straight away, it's like calling this caller thread can't function. I was like, what the hell is that? The caller thread can't function? And I'm like trying to Google it, and it's basically like, yeah, you know, like if you're adding things to the scene and like the child is like add child, not call deferred, and all this kind of stuff, and I don't know. And I'm sitting here like, I don't understand this error. I'm clicking around trying to fix things, but when I walk through this door, it seems to work okay. Sometimes it doesn't load up. So like it's fine right now, but sometimes it really wasn't. And I can't tell you why. I don't know if we can trigger that. It's going to be one of those things. It was really arbitrary. See how it doesn't do it now. And I don't really understand much about threads. So like, I can't really tell you what the problem is. All I know is that using subthreads was causing an issue, and I'm no longer doing that. Indy, yo, how's it going? So yeah, we turned that off because it was occasionally really bad, not all the time. We're no longer using subthreads. Okay, so that's that, and now the scene transitions are super quick, super nice. Where's the room that we do all this testing in? I think it's facility room 3. I have the fastest transitions in all of the games. I used to, like, it's one of those things where, like, in the game state, I have, like, this loading screen. It used to be longer to account for the fact that the game needed time. But now it's 0.1 second, and it could be even shorter than that, I think. I need to like run some tests to see like how quick the transitions actually are, because I don't know. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to say, hey, get fully black before you actually reverse that. So basically in the load next scene function, like there's a hard cut, await the animation finished. You know what I mean? So that's 0.1 second. It's always going to take 0.1 second at least. And then it does all the things. So unload the current player and scene, load in the new scene, and add the child, and like add it as a child. And then we play, once it's entered the tree, we play the loading end scene, loading end animation. And now it's really fast. I think I wouldn't even be able to tell you how quick it is, but it feels good to move around. And where is it facility 3? Yeah, it's this one here. So now it's like Ass, man. Some of these haven't been set up properly, so they don't have like any kind of appearance. So you're just like walking into a dead end from the seams of it. And then that one is like too deep, I think. Like you should probably transition once you're inside the door. But it's like, nah. One thing I did notice is that if you come from a room and then die, so there's an interesting thing where I'm keeping track of the state between rooms, which is kind of what you want to do, right? So if you come through a state, look at this. If you come through a room and you're walking or you're falling, you want to go into the falling state, right? I'm getting chased by all the monsters. Okay. But here, so if I come through this, which is a jump, so like you get put into the jump state when you come up. So you get air, you know what I mean? And you come out of this, no problems. But then if I die, when I reload the scene, I'll be put into that state. That was a bug I was noticing last night. So let's go find a monster to kill us. And he does a little jump. So I was thinking, once we get the request, so we only need that when we transition rooms. We don't need that. There's just a variable in our game controller, game state controller, that basically says, it's just called start state. It's set to idle by default. And when you load up, so on player requested, so when the game requests the player be loaded, we are sending the start state. And then I would say like after that, you're good to set it back to idle as a default. My question is, if we do things too quickly, sometimes it gets weird. We are calling that function, so maybe it's okay to say start state equals idle here. I guess we're about to find out. So it might be worth making that like a constant as like the base state. Okay, so let's see if that breaks things. Do we run a main? Where are we? This floor just doesn't. I need to like turn the secrets back on. There's a shortcut here that shouldn't be visible. Okay, let's go down through here. I'm gonna die before I even get to it. Oh, it's broken. Okay. So let's see if we can even jump between rooms. Yeah, I mean, it looks alright. This transition's a bit dodgy anyway, for reasons I don't really understand. So then, yeah, I guess if we die now, it's gonna look fine. Yeah, cool. Ooh, double load. Wonder what that was about. Is that just a built-in problem, or is that just here? I thought I was getting to the point now where I could say that I had a really good like save and load and room transition script, but just the one time. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe not. Okay. Code in Lao. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Okay, so we've got that. The other thing that I was thinking about, because I don't really have too much of a plan today, is that I have a problem with my modifications, which are like your sort of equipment that you can attach to the player to change the way that it plays. And that is with the the slots. The visual slots don't line up with what is in the code. So if I run any game here, we've got a stack of these things because I haven't even set up like saving it. Like they're just all attached to the player right now. So in the menu, we've got a mod menu here, right? There's a bunch of mods, but there's different kinds of mods. There's mods like for weapon modifications. They're called abilities, and we don't have any visual identifier. Number one, so there's things we need, right? We probably need something in the UI around here that tells you have one equipped that you can use, because if you press, I think it's D or F, something like that. So if you choose missile barrage, right? And then you press, I want to say S, you'll do the missile barrage. Yeah. And it's just like a bunch of homing missiles come out of you. Right. Aside from the fact that there's no art for the player, but we don't have anything here to tell you that it's equipped. And here, this is just arbitrary. It just goes anywhere, right? Or does it always go on the front slot? Either way, there's nothing to tell you that that's like a special equipped. And you can't equip the other one, which is the laser. Here, right? So you need a visual indicator for that, I think. It needs to have a different color. Even it's like, obviously everything is really basic right now, but I think we do need to have something there to tell us. Like change the color of the outline probably, or give them a separate field. Like maybe split this down the middle, or split it in a quarter, because there's not going to be as many ability slots. Like you only have one, so like maybe give it like a thing down here, or just let them all be and just give them a different color. I think that's the best way to go about it. In fact, I think I already made something for that. So this empty ability icon, yeah, it's got red. So I reckon just add some code so that when an ability icon is instantiated, it's not instantiated with the white border one, but instead that. And for the actual scene, look at this, unequipped condition is inside tree. We've got some bugs. So for this, I reckon also we need to add something as well. So we've got mod view, ability mod list, equip. So we've got ability slots as well. So we've set up the code-ish. We just don't have the visual identifiers. And that's true as well now that I think about it. If I run this again and I save it with that equipped, it does end up in the wrong spot. So if I go here and I equip this, and let's just equip a bunch of them, right? I think it remembers. That would be something we have to like add in if it does, and then save it. Obviously we've got them, but now if I quit and rerun it, what have we got equipped? Yeah, okay. Well, yes, because it just puts that in the second slot rather than the ability slot. And then it doesn't actually equip the other thing because it runs out of space. So that's obviously a problem. So we've got some problems with the load as well. I wonder how we fix that. I don't even remember how that works. Mustafaso. How's it going? How are you today? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we've got the abilities, we've got the mod shops. Okay, so when we load up, what are we doing? That is going to come from ready, set mod chip list, game state player data mod chip list. So we just get that from the game state on ready, which is okay. Even Steven, welcome, welcome. How are you? So we set the mod chip list to equal list, and then we got initialize chip list, chip menu, mod chip list. So makes me wonder, set mod chip collection. Player data just has player data, player character, player data has a mod chip collection, and there's a mod chip list. And within this, we have two arrays. We have the mod chips and the ability mod chips. So everything is a mod chip, and then you've got two arrays for mod chip abilities and mod chip equipped, and they both have their individual limits, which is fine. So we just need to, when we pass in that list, we probably just need to, where am I? Go back to the resources. Does the back button just not have like enough memory to get back to, like, we're in physics process right now. What the heck? Ductator, welcome. That got like very strangely auto translated. I really want to know like how to turn that off. Is it just default? Is it like a setting that I have within YouTube, or is it like YouTube chat, live chat, auto translate? Disable. My chat is being auto translated. I don't know how to stop it 1 month ago. The last bullet point literally tells you how to turn it off. Okay, turn off automatic chat. Tap settings, then toggle automatic chat off. Automatic translate off. To find the settings in its original chat translator message. Wait, so do I do that in the stream? Live reactions, redirect, cancel. we got the emoticons. I don't know, man. Mobile live streams only. Oh, this is gonna be old. Live chat messages. Some points to bear in mind. Only translated on the creator's device. Okay, this is not related to me. On the creators, no. Viewers and moderators will still see the original message. To find the message in its original language, tap on the auto translate message anytime. To turn off the automatic translators, tap settings. But this is for mobile, and I'm not on mobile. So I don't know. Go to the live control room on stream settings, tab. Wait, locate. I'm gonna put this over here. Reddit save me. So it can, like, I can actually translate if I speak it. Yeah, apparently if you just like post in like a different language. I don't know. I just have to try that. There you go. Yeah. Does it do it for me though? Like, what do I type? It doesn't say auto translate. It doesn't auto translate what you're saying. It's such a nimble dog. Such a nimble dog. Is it auto? No, it doesn't auto translate. Oh, my name is Isaac. There it goes. It did auto translate my chat. Okay. It translated Norwegian. I know. Mi chiamo Isaac. Sono di Australia. My name is Isaac and I'm from Australia. Okay, cool. Yeah, it does that. Okay, how do we turn this? Like, it's kind of, it's a cool feature, but also at the same time, like, it does mess with the emoticon. Like the people like writing /o. I don't know why it would translate that. Go on the stream settings. Sacred blue. I think that's meant to mean something else, right? On the stream settings tab. Stream settings. Tab. Locate the video details block. Click edit. Customization. Live chat translation. Oh, it's literally right there. Okay, so we save that and turn it off and it's gone. Is it possible to come? Lewd. Is it? I don't know. It failed Japanese. I mean, yeah, because imaska, I'm still trying to remember the Japanese from school. Imaska means to go a place, right? Like it doesn't mean like, you know. Yeah, I was asking if you have a pigeon. No. Or is that ikimas? I don't know. To go, yeah, right? Am I crazy? Oh, that's imas. Ato is 3 different meanings in a sentence tester. Ah, fair enough. Flippin', I don't know. It was like 5 years ago that I tried to learn Japanese. Anyway, it doesn't translate anymore. Turned it off. So now you all have to speak English. Otherwise, I won't understand. Unless it's Italian, then I will. Benissimo. Thank you. Oh, wait, there's also no guarantees in that because I'm pretty bad. I'm like an A2 speaker. Anyway, we were trying to like get to mod chips. So we set the mod chip list and we do a list. We get the mod chip list. But this is not, this is mod chip collection. Spaghetti. Hell yeah. And then we initialize the what is it, palm sweaty? And we initialize the mod chip list. And we create a mod chip, we set the mod chip, call deferred, and we add it as a child. Right, okay, so no problems. Set mod chip with the I. This is equip list column equals mod slip shot slots and ability mod slips. Okay. Excuse my speaking, I can't. So we go for I in mod chip slots. You're a woman? Okay, nice. Or Donna, that's, unless that's spelt wrong, because it's meant to be double N, but, and maybe there's another word that I don't know. Welcome to the stream either way. Yeah, it autocorrects to Donna. I just checked, just in case you were saying something else. Like I said, I'm not that good. Okay, so. Create mod chip slot. We got abilities, ability slot, append slot, ability slot. Okay. So we do have a concept of equip slots and ability slots. Create mod chip slot. You don't speak Italian, that's okay. I barely do either. I wouldn't even tell people I do, but I can understand it really well. I just can't speak it very well. I think that's quite normal when you're trying to learn a language. Okay, so when we create this, we need to like tell it if it's an ability slot or it's an equipment slot. I think that's like the key thing. Do we do it with an enumerator or do we do it true or false? There's only 2. We could do either. Choices. We could pass in the ability that we are trying to create a slot for. How are you? Game Dog time. I'm making that AXO game. Nice, dude. What are you starting with? Are you starting just creating the controller? Are you writing? Are you writing? Are you doing art? So if we pass in the slot, this is an I. So we're just creating slots. I don't want AI viewers. I don't want AI viewers. Call deferred. So we're just creating the slots. Yeah, I think ability. Is there such thing in my list of objects? Mod, chip, ability, maybe? Ability? What is it? Have we got anything? Ability manager, ability state, ability mod, list, ability slot. What is an ability slot? I've made the golden axe. I don't know if Game Maker lets you import animations into sprites though. It's sad the game. It's the sad game. I remember. Oh, that's just a variable. Okay. In the mod chip menu. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to create something for this. Probably an enum. I guess I could do that. Ability? I'm spelling that right. Also, like, a mod chip slot doesn't have anything here to tell it that it's is golden axe like golden axe, but inerma-gators, yeah. Like a golden axe, but also an axolotl. That'd actually be kind of sick. Like, what if it was an axolotl that could turn itself into an axe? And then it could, like, attack people. That made it sad. If it's like, you made me sad, now I'm going to chop you. How about this? Okay, so this doesn't do anything. Mod chip textured. No, thanks for the idea that I'm planning unrelated sequel. Golden Axo. So this also, like, this is the mod chip slot. This is the actual icon. There is obviously, we could probably set it here, because also we need to, like, make sure that we actually, like, give it the right. So when does it has its own chip icon texture, but it has a background texture that is not set. So I think also we need to, like, actually create a concept for that before we even tell the menu that it should be different. What do you think this is called? Mod chip slot? That's it. Chip icon. Okay, so we got the background, which is this texture here. So we could change it based on that. I low-key want to play that new Lego Batman game, but it's so expensive. Is it expensive? I did see the trailer. It looked pretty good. I was like, I remember this movie was, like, pretty sick. Is it just in the front page? Lego Batman. Love Shop Simulator. Okay. I mean, is it not just Arkham Asylum, but Lego? I guess it's like the movie. I imagine they just, like, copy and paste the combat. It's kind of quiet. Also, no audio, I'm guessing.
If you make yourself more than just a man.
It's crazy to me how good they are with the textures in this. Like, Lego looks so good. Like, it's actually crazy. You would think that, like, you know, back in the day when technology, or like, you know, like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Lego is like a really good thing to be making art with, because it's like simple, low poly, but like the fact that they have like these high res textures on them, it makes it look so good. It's crazy.
Then you become something else entirely.
Yeah, it's actually filthy how good this looks, even though it's Lego.
That is...
A legend, Mr. Wayne.
I haven't watched any of the movies.
Would you mind if I borrowed these?
Way I see it, all this stuff is yours anyway.
But Arkham Asylum was a great game. Yeah, it was.
You did all right in there, kid. Oh, wow!
I guess this... Well, I don't know. Did Robin look like the old school Robin in the movie? I don't remember. I know... Well, Batman definitely didn't have like the traditional Batman uniform, but I guess they're just like rolling with it.
Thinks he works alone, but there's always someone there by his side.
Meow.
I will take everything from you.
Okay, they butchered Bane though.
To have a cold heart like mine.
He was barely in the last movie.
You're welcome.
Wait, Mr. Freeze? Yeah, I'm actually like, it looks like visually, I mean, like visually looks so good. Mr. Freeze wasn't in it. And it was more on the, yeah, it's been a while since I've watched those movies. Because I watched those movies in cinema when they came out. I went with my friends when I was in high school. And it was a great experience. And now they're making a game about it 10 years later. The first one came out in like 2005, right? Like around then. I'm assuming it follows the trilogy. Dark Knight's 2005, right? The Dark Knight is the second one. What's the first one called? Batman Begins, 2005. Yeah. Good times, good times. TT Games have always been making lots of games based on old IPs, like Star Wars and such, yeah. I wonder how that works from a legal perspective. Do they get hired, do you reckon? Or do they pay for the license? Okay, so this needs to change. The mod chip menu needs to be aware of that. Where's the script? So we're not even saying that. When we set the mod chip, we need to know like the mod. Selected, unselected. There's nothing here to tell it what it should be. The other option is to create an entirely new scene and do that as well. So you could have either, well, the new ones are higher production and everything is made for the game. Original Lego games, they use the sounds from the actual movies. That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I mean, the Bane was definitely not Bane. Although, to be fair, I never liked Bane's voice. So we need to give it a regular... Okay, so I'm kind of torn on this. It's probably easier to create separate ones. To be fair. So we had a mod chip slot and then an ability mod chip slot. Save scene as. I think this probably makes more sense. Just have a new scene. And then put the background in. I need to select the right thing. Like that. So then it's an ability slot. And then when we go to the menu, actually don't pop that out yet because I'm going to need to bring that in. So we've got a mod chip slot here, and then we can create, rather than having an enum, we can just pass in the slot that we want to create. So grab that. So here, when we actually set the mod chip list and initialize the chip menu, we will go and we'll create. So we got create mod chip slot, and then we create mod chip slot. We just have it. What we do here is we just pass in the mod chip and the mod ability mod chip, right? Create mod chip slot, and then here we take the slot. I don't even know if it's got a type. Does it? It's a mod chip slot. No, it's not. It's a pack scene. Some lady down under was stealing heaps of Lego. They found dragon hordes in her garage, and it fell. Really? That's so funny. And then here we just instantiate that. And that way it will be correct, I think. Okay, so I stopped reading the chat for a second. Well, the new ones are high production. Some lady was stealing Lego and they found dragons horde in a garage when it fell apart. That's so funny. My little project just added blood on death, low poly cartoon Kill Bill style, a particle GPU for the blood spray, and then a decal for the blood. And the nearest limb gets its bone scaled to 0. Nice. Then a rigid body of that limb gets spawned, so it looks like the limb got cut off. That's awesome, actually. Okay, so that should solve that problem. Let's see. Let's see if I did it right. Do you feel I'm not doing it? Initialize chip menu. Yeah. Okay, so this is just okay. Well, in mod chip, if I is ability mod, is it mod chip slot? Okay, so here, well for now let's just go mod. This is just mod chip slot. Also, like, why wasn't that expected one? Okay, so on mod collected, create mod chip slot. Mod chip slot. But yeah, we'll have to work that out in a second. Let's just see if we got it right for the first bit. Okay, so the red one is selected, but it's not going into the right slot, but that's fine because we haven't got there yet. And also we want this one to turn up red. So that was kind of what I was just skipping over before with these other errors. So every place that we create that, we need to be able to tell what it is. And to be honest, I don't even remember how I originally set that. Like, I don't know how to figure it out. I'm sure it's something you could tell, because we test for it sometimes. So if we go back to the script, when we equip something, we can tell if it's an ability or not. On equip mod, here we go, mod chip modifier type, stat mod. Oh, I was like kind of, you can just go like mod chip, right? What is this testing against? It's a mod chip. What is the name of the class? Mod, wait, why does your Godot have something called dialogue? next to the asset store because I have the dialogue manager modifier type. Okay, come on, man. Export enum modifier type dot ability. Okay, maybe I can't do it that way. I use a filthy asset, yeah. Okay, just get back to, I don't know how that's supposed to work. Yeah, okay, so I use something called Dialogue Manager. It's pretty good, it's very lightweight. It lets you write dialogue, and then you can just call a simple script. So in the first scene, I haven't really used it much, I just wanted to implement it so that I have it there if I need to use it. So in the first scene, it's a really good plugin. David Hode is really nice. I met him one time. Yeah, so this guy here, it's literally just like a show dialogue balloon and then start self. That's literally it. That's all you have to do. Really easy. Took me a while to figure that out, but I figured it out. It's good because it doesn't do too much. That's what I like about it. Like I'm also much of the mindset of not really liking to use inbuilt assets, even though I make them. I make example projects, it's different. But yeah, I like this one because it is really much like it's just a one thing. Like it doesn't have too much going on. You can supply all your own assets and all that kind of stuff. I put too much work into making your own dialogue manager. Yeah, that's fine then. I could probably get away with something much more simple. You didn't code your own dialogue manager? Unsubbed. No way. I have done it once before and I did not like it much. And then from that point on, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to use this. Right, we got distracted. The new Godot asset store is up, but no payments implemented. Yes. The new asset store is here. And it was really funny. I was reading the documentation. Let's pull it up. Godot asset store, right? Okay. That's not what I wanted it to do. Right, so I feel like they were like, when they go over the reasons for having one, future, we need publishers, require permission. We didn't initially have plans to run an asset store, so what about the asset library? By the foundation, as with most projects outside of Godot engine itself, we try to foster an ecosystem that provides solutions Godot developers need. There was also existing stores like that people use like Itch, so we assumed the community would centralize around those. Right? Unfortunately, this approach and resulting gap led to confusion within the community as to which of those existing stores were backed by the Godot Foundation. E.g., the Foundation started receiving regular support emails from users. That is hilarious. Some of these stores were also hosting paid versions of free assets, which I'm sure happened to my stuff as well, with unclear information about ownership or transparency. Hopefully no AI submissions. There will be AI submissions. Right? And I read this and I thought it was pretty funny, right? So if I open up my Bitwarden here, I'll try to do this without giving away passwords. And I just type Godot. I have got 4. I don't think this gives away anything. You know what? I'll just screenshot it. I'll just screenshot it. I don't want to dox myself. Well, I suppose it still has my email in it, but whatever, that's a public email. So I've got, Godot asset store, Godot marketplace, Godot asset store. That's a different asset store. And then Godot XC. Like every man and his dog had one of these. I think Stay at Home Dev even tried to publish one. Like, it was a mess. So I think it's the right approach. We're also running into the growing tech debt with the asset library. I tried to upload my my example projects. My game asset store has an asset store. Nice. I tried to upload my example FPS controller last night and it did not work. So I'll try again. I think it's because of Firefox. I'll try again with Google Chrome, filthy Chrome, and see if that works. It would not accept any of the images I uploaded for the thumbnails and stuff. For some reason, I don't know why. Anyway, it's exciting future. The one thing that I always say to people, like I have this conversation outside when people ask me about Godot and they're like, well, you know, what's the one thing holding it back from being like the major engine or one of the bigger engines, like what's holding it back? And I always say it's the asset library. Like maybe that's a bad take, I don't know, but if I think about like what difference between Unity and Godot, I mean the two things that I can normally think about is the asset ecosystem that Unity has and also the corporate support, which I don't think you'll get from Godot, but the asset library is big for indies. So like having those stores, Unreal has a really massive store now too. So they're really popular. Having that makes a difference. And so if we get this and we get it integrated in the engine, there's nothing stopping us. And all of this looks really good. I hope it runs well. I think I'll try to upload some stuff and have some opinions on the back end because like, you know, it's live and stable, fully integrated with 4.7. It's just no money yet. Shared account system, which means that you have donated to the development fund, which I do. So I have an account and I was able to log in. You already have an account. If you haven't, creating one is easy. A question is like, how is this going to, like, do you need to create an account to download? I don't know. I have to download 4.7 and test it. The official store does look nice. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. Where is it? They've done a good job. There's tons of stuff up there already. They make one for games? You mean like a store where you can just buy games? Like Unreal does? Like Epic Game Store? We could have the Godot Game Store? That'd be like kind of cool. Look, there's a Metroidvania system. How long did I spend creating my map? I could just use this. When it done it for me, it's going to look way better. I kind of like what I made though. It's much simpler. This looks way too complicated. That's my biggest issue with assets, right? Like, this is too much. I don't want this. But you know, some people do. Persistable objects. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's tons of stuff. Yeah, this is going to be huge. And that is Dialogue Manager is probably up there because he's on top of that shit. Godot Game Store would be kind of cool. Then we just need Godot Fortnite. Massive exposure, yeah. I don't have any paid assets, but I have a bunch of free ones that I just give away. And I was thinking about as well, there's tons of stuff I can chop off from my games and like put up there. I kind of want to get the Godot asset placer. Is that just like there's a couple that you can use to like sprinkle stuff around when you're creating environments. They're really good. The problem with a Godot game store is there's not enough quality games yet. No, but that'll come. Give it time, you know? We just need one Godot Fortnite and the rest will be history. You know what I mean? I think probably the difference there is that like Epic the way that they did that is that they are like the publisher of that game. Like they made games before they made engines. So it makes sense for them to have a store. Like Godot doesn't really, as a foundation, doesn't have its own games. So like they don't need, there's no incentive. It doesn't make sense, I don't think, for them to create something like that. I don't know. Unity is selling you short for cheap compute to do things like make a lobby. Because they're doing AI stuff now, right? Okay, mod equip list. Right, so we set it to that, and then we go and we add it. The whole networking offering is very expensive. $3 a month a server. Yeah. I mean, what do you even use it for? I don't even understand. Free slot I break. If free slot. Okay, so I understand what's going on here. This is how we decide what to equip. So if we look at how this is done. So when we set mod chip list and then we initialize mod chip, we equip for mod chip in mod chip ability slot. So we create slot, ability slot, equip slot. For mod chip in mod chip equip, get next mod slot, and then we set slots. So this is probably where we're going wrong, because we are just going ability slot dot set mod slot, list ability equipped, set mod chip, set mod chip. What's this function? Activate. Oh, we're telling it what to do. So we create the slots and then we go through what's equipped. Get next mod slot. Yeah, get next mod slot. Mod chip slot. Break. If return next slot. Okay, so array mod chip slot. I don't know. I have to go to the toilet a second. Sorry. Branch manager plans park strategy. Exactly. No, well, she's gonna get what's the word? She's banned from the park for a couple of days. Well, actually, we'll probably still take her there. Actually, it depends. She's getting a couple of mast cell tumors removed on Wednesday. Caught him early, so she should be fine. Pretty common in this kind of dog. She's already had one removed, so she should be used to it at this point. But she's always super groggy when she comes off any whatever it's called, you know, when they put them to sleep. She's super dopey, so she'll be probably just like hanging around for a day or two. But yeah, she'll be enjoying her last park visit. That's what it'll be today. This will be the last one for like a week. Okay, so what am I doing? Okay, so we're trying to work out we're trying to remember how we do this. Where are we calling equip mod? Unequip, 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 handle selection. Equip mod chip. So here, we're setting the mod to the mod list. Is activated. We find a free slot if it is free, but when it starts, it doesn't do that. So this is the problem. So if we go to on the ready, we initialize the chip menu. We create a mod chip slot, new slot, and then we go through these. So we get the list and we create them, and we're passing in that. So that's a problem to begin with. Here is pretty easy. We can just do the same thing. We could do like an if statement. We could do, there's a bunch of different ways. We could go if I dot ability, what is it called? Modifier type is equal to ability. Then we do create slot. So we need to go new slot. We have create that variable here. Then go new slot equals, well, that's not even the right one, but like, you know, else new slot equals create mod chip slot. And this one is ability mod chip slot. Okay, string and int for operator. Okay, so this is super annoying, but it has to be 0 again. And then I'll leave a comment just to say this is the ability type. I really hate that. I need to like change that, I think. Because it's confusing here. You know, when you use equip mod chip and you going like ability mod is 0 for the modifier type. Either way. So that should give us the ability to see a red one in the menu at the bottom. Let's run and check. So we'll hit this and we'll press escape. Yeah, which is exactly what we want. We want to know that that's an ability. Okay. Now, yeah, the only issue is then this getting equipped to that, when it should be equipped to that. Same thing there. Okay. Alrighty. So, mod chip menu, get next mod slot, ability slot, set mod chip I. So yeah, the only thing that I'm having an issue with here is that it seems to me that we are accounting for this, but I'm not seeing it in my stuff here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, we're looping through each ability and then mod chips, and we're getting them, and then we're equipping them. Ability slot, set mod chip I. Get next mod slot. And we have an array of slots. Gonna be hard to see. Ability mod chips equipped. Right. Easy. It should just be the one. We get the next mod slot. We're looking for ability slots. And then we set. So I don't know. Mod chip equipped, is that... And then it's, you know what else is kind of funny is that when we're doing this, if we have like a full stack of things equipped, we are doing these ones first. So in my opinion, it should be like that. This one here is not right, but I guess not. We hit that breakpoint as soon as we load up, right? Is it just when we make it visible? Huh. Huh. Oh, okay, that's interesting. We didn't even hit that. Very fascinating. Okay, let's just embed this again. Okay, so right now we should be able to see it. If we go to the game, it's a blank screen, but if we just delete the overlay, not delete the overlay, and in the in-game menu make the in-game menu visible, is it gonna work? Nothing's loaded yet. Or is it the main menu that we're messing around with? I'm trying to get it to see it in screen, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. It just looks kind of weird. Alright, well, okay, that's not going to work, but we are looking at mod chips equipped, and then I is just like an object. So it's missile barrage. Mod chip equipped shouldn't really be a part of it. You know, this is a modifier type. It shouldn't be in this. Okay, so maybe this is an issue with how we're saving it rather than how we're bringing it back. It's not coming back as a mod chip ability. It's coming back as just a mod chip. So this could just be in the save file. Makes me wonder, what does the save file look like? Project. Yeah, the fact that this is even here is a problem. Main save. Oh, this is very readable, isn't it? I need like a quick JSON viewer formatter. While brain port is empty, yeah. This brain port is empty. Ability true. Unlock states. Just find like mod. Mod data. Mod chips. Mod chip. Mod chips equipped. We've got Barrage, which is the one that is the ability. Back and find that. Dude, what a mess. This is just one R. Did I spell that wrong as well? Yes, I did. Missile Barrage. So, mod chip equipped. We've got Missile Barrage. We've got Fast Recovery. Excuse me. We only have the two. Goosefat, welcome to the chat. How's it going? You made me sneeze. I'm blaming you. Okay, so we only have the two. Is that even correct? Alright, so let's try... Oh, it's going to breakpoint again. Let's try and change the save. Allergic to cats. I'm not, but I guess maybe I'm allergic to goose fat? Maybe I'm allergic to geese. Okay, so let's do healing and whatever. So what's this called? Honk. Let's just do these ones here. It should be what I would choose. Quack, honk. Yeah. Geese. And then save it, and then stop the game. And okay, so we've got some errors, which is pretty interesting.
Sleepy, what the hell in chat above you? It doesn't say TTS anymore.
Did it change? Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It wouldn't matter to me because I don't look at that. That just shows up on screen. I don't pay any attention to what that says. I'm looking directly at the chats. Although I have it like visible on my, like it's 4 times. I can see both individual chat windows. I can see a combined chat window thanks to Restream. And then I can also see my like actual, what I'm seeing. In fact, not only is it on this monitor over here, where like I can see OBS, I can see the chat that's being displayed to you guys. On my tablet, I can see what's being displayed on Twitch, which helps me know if like something's gone wrong with the internet. And I can see the chat there too if I want to read it there. And yet I still sometimes miss chat. And mine doesn't even move that quick. What the hell am I doing? Okay, so now we need to go check the save file.
You're upside down.
I'm upside down? I am, because I'm on the bottom of the world. Okay, so mod chips equipped. We've got fast recovery, barrage. Oh, it only saves the 2. So there you go. I think we found our problem. So yeah, let's have a look at the way we're saving that, because we're obviously not doing a very good job of it, which is pretty funny. Very fascinating, actually. Interesting bug, I must say. Interesting bug that I've created for myself. Maybe like in the saver? Is it in the saver or is it in the... So what do we do? Save game. Someone's pretending to be an owl in here? Who? Who? Okay.
I kindly not be 14 degrees Celsius, 57.2 degrees Fahrenheit.
It read the correct thing as. It kindly not be 14 degrees? 14 degrees is pretty cold. What happens when you live in the country? Okay, so what are we doing here? Why are we missing one? Save, scene path, player data, inventory list, operations, map, mod chip list. So we create mod list based on player data.mod chip collection. And then we do the new mod list and we create a dictionary and an array of equipped and held, right? So we've got 2. Got some foxes in the chat. They don't all show up. Is that just like a spacing thing? So if I add like some stuff, do they show up? Yeah, they do. Interesting. Okay, so we create the 2. We've got the resource path for the equipped and the ones with the held. We're just going mod chips equipped. Do we need to create like, but we're getting the barrage one. So I assume that, so no, I was gonna say like, maybe it's like got something to do with the loading, but it's definitely something to do with the saving because we see that we've only got 2 equipped. So what is the mod chip equipped? Okay, so do we need to like have one for the mod chip equipped abilities? How does barrage still make it in? If this is what we're doing, because we never updated that. Right? So we never said for mod chip in mod list dot mod ability mod chips equipped and then equip array append, right? That land Sunday is going to be 9. That's cold. So I would say like that is probably all we need. At the very least, we should be able to get all 3. I still don't quite understand how the ability does still make it in. Unless I'm equipping them to both. You know what I mean? Yeah, aside from the mod chip is inside tree error. Reload the main save. Oh. Oh. There it is. Okay, so we got the mod chips held. Let's sign you in. No, thank you. Oh, but that's not equipped anymore. Mod chips equipped. We have the laser. We've got the sprint. We're still only getting the 2. Fascinating. Yeah, that's interesting. Curious. Let's see. Let's try again. Still don't understand how that's making it in. Okay. So what are we getting here? We've got the mod chip, then we've got the mod list. And we've got the ability mod slot is empty. Okay, so that could be an issue. Mod chips equipped is 2. Okay, so there's something just inherently wrong here. We are never pushing them to the ability mod chip equip list. So when we equip something and we communicate that back, are we just not doing it correctly? Is that what we're trying to say? This bug is deep, man. So the mod chip equip comes from this. I'm pretty sure we call back to it. Like, obviously you equip it via the view. So we have a free slot. If free slot, set mod chip. Mod chip. On mod chip manager equipped. Mod chip slot. So we just send it off to the mod chip. So on mod chip equipped is probably what we want to look for. Mod chip. Right. Equip mod chip. Mod chip equip. Yeah, here we go. So this is a problem. Equip ability mod chip. I don't think we're ever calling this because we're not checking that. We're not calling this function. It's not being called in here. We're not connecting that with signal. If with signal add mod chip on mod chip collected dot emit, right? Call mods. Where are we ever like equip mod chip? What's connecting that? Is it the player? These guys don't have like a ready function, so that makes sense. The player would be doing that. Player data, weapon manager, signal manager. Add mod chip. Mod chip equipped. Player data mod chips collection mod chip equip. Right. So it's just, we're just connecting that. So we don't have an alternative signal. I don't think that's so much of a problem because we can filter for that within the mod chip list, right? So we can actually just like, when we call equip mod chip, okay, mod chip equip has, we need to work out whether or not it's a ability or a regular mod chip and then just decide what to do there. So I think that's pretty easy because we're passing in a mod. So we can just do the same exact match or if. So the same thing that we do in the mod chip menu. Yeah. We need to go match mod.mod chip. Mod is a mod chip. Dot modifier type. And if it's 0, then it's 1. And then we just call probably a different function for each one. So then we can say equip. Not equip mod. That's super confusing. Equip mod chip requested. Equip mod, and then it's a mod. Is the indent bad? What's going on here? I forgot the rest of the function. And then here, if it's an ability mod, then we say equip ability mod. And then we pass the mod. And then if it's here, we say equip mod. And we pass the mod. Okay. Happy. All right. So that's that. We need to update the player connection because we changed the name of this function. The unequip mod might need to be changed as well. If mod chip has, if ability mod chip has, okay, so we've accounted for it there. It's so weird that I missed that. It's so weird that it worked. Yeah, that's unbelievably strange. Oh, we're not doing like any slot checking here. That's what it is. Oh, no, if it's greater than or equal to, then return. So we just weren't like, were we visually equipping it, but not actually equipping it? There's no confirm between the view and the model. It just doesn't do that. It just like the view is handling that request. It doesn't like actually check. It just says it's also tracking the quantity, I think. I think it has direct access to this, to be honest. I don't know. I think I forgot something when I was designing this, because I mean, like I say, I'm not a professional, but I try to adhere to like how it's supposed to be, like with the idea of a model view controller, but I only know so much, and I only know what I've read on like the internet. So I don't think it's 100% based on what I'm seeing now. Because like theoretically it shouldn't be possible to equip 3 based on what it's doing, but it seems to be doing that. Only when you save and you reload and you only have 2 equipped. I don't know. I guess I can't check now. I could have like equipped 3 and then actually checked the slots. Growling Octopus, welcome to the stream. What is that Pogchomp eating? A frog butt. Okay. Let's see what I broke. Right, so like in theory, if I go to the remote and I just check the player and I look at the player data, you know what? This stuff is notoriously bad to check. Like you can't actually check it. I don't know. Let's just save and see. The amount of problems I have with saving loading when it comes to items that should be equipped, sheathed in inventory or storage, crafting so much kept changing around. Yeah, I think it's tough to get a handle on because you've got to make sure that you're really good at handling data. A modern approach is to use the engine resource or data asset for Unreal resource for Godot, but your game is then bound harder in code to engine. Yeah, I use resources. So for all of this stuff, but then it needs to get converted to text. The saving and loading I don't think is a problem. Like I'm learning now. I thought originally it was, but like, so now we've got fast heal, auto fire, and missile barrage. Does that line up with what we actually have equipped? Barrage, fast heal, and auto fire. Yeah, I think that does. So now we have all 3 saved. Okay. So that's positive. Are they in the right slots? I don't know, because it doesn't say. It's kind of indifferent to that. Is that a problem? It's probably an issue for me. Okay, so when we come back, is it suddenly fixed? Ah yes, now it's broken, which is okay. Non-existent function set mod chip in base nil. Equip slot. Get next slot is null. Yeah. Well, it does that. That is a possibility within this code. Because now, they're all in this... When they come back, they get set to this. They don't get filtered out. So it's the loading now, I think, is actually the issue. Like, I don't think saving was ever the issue. It was just organizing them correctly. Fresh TV. NA Games. Welcome, welcome. I wrote some PI software for cheater investigations and used a motel view controller for it. Oh goodness. Who's fat? Go get ready for school. Sorry I missed that chat. If you're still here, get ready for school. School is important. Alright, so now the loading is definitely the issue. So in the JSON, when we reorganize this data when we get it back is probably the issue. So what we are doing is... Were you reading those last messages? Yes, I was. I was trying to. I've been too busy looking at the flippin' save file. Getting confused. Get profile. Where's the big function that brings everything back? Here it is here. No, I mean, where are they? Because they didn't show up in your chat. They're super old, so they're probably just like they're on Twitch. So right, so they're not in YouTube. They're on Twitch because there's two chats, but they both show up in the box. It was probably in the Discord chat. I don't have a link to Discord for the chat. That would be cool though. I don't really stream to Discord. I know you can. Okay, so mod data, load mod data. Let's go have a look. So we are going here, mod chip equip, and we're just putting them all in equipped. I assume it's all Discord these days. Everything is Discord. Everything computer. Okay, so here we go here. We say mod chip equipped dot append new mod. This is a problem. So we've got a mod list here. We could probably just, rather than append it directly to the equipped, we could call the function equip. So since it's a new mod list, we could probably just go on equip mod chip requested, and then pass in that mod. And that will fix that issue. And it'll get filtered out correctly. And everything should work. Everything should work. Hey, everything works. And everything is in the correct spot. Excellent. Let's just change them around. Let's just do that. So I forget what this is even. This is fast recovery. Why does it look like that? It looks like an explosion, I think it's supposed to be. And this is the sprint, which is probably my favorite. And then we go and we rerun that. Okay, I think everything's good. Can we actually use it though? I don't think we can. Okay, so that is a concern. So even though it's equipped, it was not able to be used. Okay, so that is another issue. Huh. Bit of a strange one. The Godot. Is that what that's called? Godot? Yeah, it is Godot. I need to go farm some. I don't have like a dev button for instant energy. I have to go farm enough for one. If you have a private GitHub for the project, you can create issues for yourself. Oh, that's really smart. I do have a private GitHub for this. I only push like once a week. And I'm holding off pushing because I want to create a video for something that I need the old version for. I probably just download it and save it and then push the new one. Okay, so yeah, I'm pretty sure we confirmed now that that doesn't work. Like the button doesn't activate. It doesn't think you have anything equipped, even though you do. So pressing S does nothing. And I don't know why. Oh. We're not calling anything. So how it works is this might be like, so when we equip a mod, there's a function mod chip list, equip mod, add mod chip, call mod. Now you would think that this actually would get called because we are doing that on the save, but you know what? The save is like this is like getting called way before. So we probably need to create a separate function to check for that, I would say. Like that's the most likely scenario that we're going to need to do, because even though this is getting initialized, I don't know when in the process it is getting initialized. It's actually a really good question. Obviously when the player doesn't exist yet, because this call mod is going out to nothing. So we could also change the order in which things are called, potentially. No. That doesn't make any sense. Equip mod. So if I'm saying this, I think this gets loaded way before the player does. The level doesn't even exist yet. So it's not going to go anywhere, which makes sense. His data needs to be loaded up before the player does, because he doesn't even know where to send the freaking player. So we probably need in the initialize function. Do we want to put it in the initialize function? Maybe in the ready function. In the ready makes more sense. Ready makes more sense. Ready only gets called when the player is loaded, which happens when you like reload the game. So he only gets loaded once per session, so that's where it goes. As you can see with this crazy connect. Init mod list. Okay, so we do have a function for that. So we init the mod list. What does that do? For I in mod chip. Okay, well there's our answer. For I in mod chip ability mod chip equipped. Okay, we only done it for half of them, and it was only working because yeah, anyway. So stupid. Yep. Okay. A bit half-baked, eh? And now we can do it. Excellent. That's nicely fixed. Sorry, I'm just like messing around with the camera. I swear I saw one where there was a pixel showing. I guess not. Okay. Alright. Okay, so that's the mod chip stuff fixed. I guess. I just need to create like way more. Love that mod. Okay. I'm sort of at that point now where well, now I fixed up most of the stuff. It's like, okay, well, you got to fix up the levels and stuff because they look like dog shit. And this is a problem as well. You need that mod that summons an exploding duck. Yes. I do need a mod that does do, well, maybe not an exploding duck, but I do want to create one that does like throw out a landmine or something, and when people stand on it, it does damage. I think that is definitely something you want to like have happening here. Duck missiles. They target ducks specifically. Yeah, so this whole area is very barren. We need to dress it up, and then we also need to probably create a tutorial zone to show people how to play. That seems like something we want. Whoa. And then, is that what we're looking at for the rest of the week? I think we do this area here. We need to create a few more like bits of interest. We also need to like start working on the artwork for this like starting zone. I think we're at the point now where I can put it out for alpha testing and stuff, like try to find other bugs that I'm not aware of and get feedback on the controller and stuff like that. But yeah, I need to make this a bit nicer and probably create like a how to play section, because there's nothing like that at the moment. And every game has one, so. And then what, like 6 months for an alpha build? I feel like that's kind of long. I have to build a lot of tech though. Add a screenshot function for the user. It's not that hard. Press F12. What is it? What is it to screenshot these days? Is it? It's not F12, is it? Shift Windows S. Screenshot. I guess like if I wanted to get really tricky, print screen for Epsteinware. I'm afraid to ask what Epsteinware is. I'm not. Well, I know what, you know. Was he using like a certain kind of computer? I need when you collect a mod, that's what I need. I don't have. I'm still missing some features. When you collect a mod, nothing happens. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. I missed the joke. It's probably not safe for stream to explain it to me. So yeah, that's the other thing that we were, I think, vaguely starting to work on the other day, but then I got distracted with loading screens. So we need a mod pickup, mod chip acquired. Yeah, so this was what I was doing. So when you acquire a mod, it looks like this. What I really want to happen when you get one of these is like the guy like picks it up and then like shoves it into the back of his head. But that requires a lot more animation than just giving like a quick little screen like this. This is much simpler. So we just play this animation and then go back. We don't even have text about what you get. Like, could we... Or do you just have to go into the menu to see that? I mean, there's a lot we could do. This has got its own script, or is it going off like health chunk? Yeah, we're still going off health chunk. It's got its own script, but it copied health chunk. On health chunk collected, signal manager on mod connected. Okay. That seems incredibly wrong. So feedback, small shake, completed. Animation player complete. On health power up completed, emit. Where does this go? I guess is the question. Did I spell it wrong? Completed? Completed? Why am I, like, I'm trying to find in files and it's not finding it anywhere. Should be in the signal manager, right? Oh, funk. Come. Is that going to break anything? I don't know. On health power up completed, savable objects. So does that go to this, to the game state? Or does it get added to something? I don't know. You know why the search is not showing up is because it shows up down here. Okay, so we got mod chip acquired, health acquired, player GD. Yeah, it does go to the player, and the player does some calculations on that. On health power up acquired, and the signal manager. Yeah. With the function here, I'm pretty sure it does like, it says, hey, add health core. We don't want to call that. We don't really need to do anything, to be honest. We just need to go back to idle. So I guess we'll create a function for that. Hello Lambda, how are you? Welcome, how are things with you? On mod acquired completed. Void state machine override. Idle. There's nothing else to do because with the energy and the actual health, you have to like add the health to the player, but like mod acquired. Did I make more spelling mistakes? I don't think you guys know how bad I am at spelling. AC. Okay. Like I am actually terrible. Okay, yep, cool. So we just signal out. I'm on mobile 144p, can't see even the code. Damn, 144p is crazy. Can you believe that's just how we used to view the world through the internet? Just like the lowest possible quality. I mean, I'm still one of those people, like maybe I'm a bit of a Luddite as I get older. Like everyone, like what's wrong with 1080p? Looks good to me, you know? Do we really need 4K? Do we need 8K, 6K? Like, I don't know. What was wrong with CRTs really? Aside from being really heavy. I suppose they take up a lot of space. Okay. So we go to override state. That's fine. Signal manager needs to have that. Do I have any release games? Yeah, dude. Believe I know it like off by heart. Chaffmere.itch. .io. You go there, you can see everything that I've ever made. I think. I'm not like a great game designer or anything. I'm nothing special, guys. Just a guy that likes making games. I haven't made anything in a while though. I've also deleted a lot of stuff. But I will need to go through this and add, like I can add the TPS template, the FPS template, and yeah, those two for sure. I've got a 2D one as well, but I probably update it with the stuff that I've been working on now. Update it to the asset library. And I also want to like split things out. I've got a camera that I used to make, like a camera system for taking photos and like calling up a gallery in Godot. That was really fun, but I haven't updated it since Godot 3, so maybe it's worth going back and doing that. I used to have a camera rig. That's not necessary. That's kind of just dumb. And there was also like CRT model. People still ask me about that, so maybe I should update it. That's still for 3.4. Been a while. But I've also like hid a bunch of stuff as well that I've created that I don't think is worth showing. To be honest, I'd remove a lot of this still. Signal. On mod acquired completed. There's a CRT shader in the Godot asset store. This is not just a shader. It was so much more than that, Dockinator. You don't understand. I'm just kidding. It was like a CRT. Okay, I even had like an entire video about it. It's a model of it's a model, but it's also like a way of displaying things on that and playing it back and interacting with the TV in the game, not just a CRT shader. So that's what it was. Official scene. Oh, okay, there was like I borrowed some stuff from people. Because CRTs are cool. Okay. Right, so we connect that up and then we will emit that in this mod chip acquired scene. Geometry, surface data, texture overrides, procedural modifiers, subsurface, lighting equation, emission transparency. I made a universal shader in Godot as the shite fight in Unity was abysmal, and now I have a tidy runtime solution. Nice. I don't really understand what you mean, but nice. It's like the order of operations. A universal shader. That's cool, dude. Is it like you add that instead of adding like the regular 3D shader? You know you're old when you realize there are now people who grew up without CRTs. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, yeah, it's one of those things like the transformation between like LCD and like CRT was kind of slow. So like, I don't really remember, you know, it's like, yeah, I think around 2007 we had like a flat screen instead of a CRT. But it wasn't like a big deal. If you get the operations wrong, there's extra energy on the GPU. I had a CRT. I really wish I still had it. I sold it. Regrettably, it wasn't a good one. I would like this is modeled after the Sony. Like, these are sick. The Trinitons. But yeah. What can you do? What can you do? Can we get a CRT with HDMI port? That would be sick. You can get like converters, but there's like quality issues, I think. Animation player.play completed. Okay. I had a pair of those when editing in the 80s. A wonderful monitor. Sony Trinitons. Yeah, they're really good. Meanwhile, I just had like a JBL or whatever it's called. It was just some random brand. Total dog shit. But it still looked pretty cool. It just made a lot of noise. And so, like, it bothered a lot of people. So I couldn't keep it around. It doesn't affect me because I'm deaf. Okay. So Signal Manager connect on mod connected. Collected on mod collected. We don't need to connect to anything here. Oh, right. So we're not, okay. So we need a signal to connect to that says that we've collected a mod. Right. So we also need to be able to say, you need to show this. Okay. Because they're not connected to each other. A lot of signals, man. Do I already have one? That's the question. Like, do I not have on mod chip collected? I do. So I can just piggyback off that. I need to create two. And then on mod chip collected, we go show, and then we play whatever, animation player, dot play, whatever it's called, mod acquired. Okay. Right. So I do a shake here, right? Shake screen, small shake, shake. So boom, boom, and then it just disappears. Okay. Good enough for right now. We can worry about like adding more to it later. Now, how do we add this to the scene? I don't know. How are the rest connected? Are they just hanging out in the game state, or do they come part of the main menu? What do they do? Are they part of the in-game menu? It would make sense. This is only going to be displayed in the in-game menu. Yes, it is. Okay, so we have health acquired, energy acquired. I prefer using tweens. Same. Hard agree. Hard agree. Tweens are better. For this, I'm just using animations. It depends what I'm doing. I think for a lot of in-game stuff, I will use tweens. Or for this, it's very specific. I want it to move a very specific way, so the visual feedback helps. And that's when I'll use the animation player. But realistically, I think tweens are most of the time better. Mod chip acquired. Mod chip. So now if we get a mod chip, I believe there's one just sitting here. Oh no, I deleted it. Godot 4.7 is going to have some neat new offset transformations for UI elements that helps people who use animation players for UI, but I always use tweens. Yeah, tweens are good. But I think when you need a specific animation, obviously it makes more sense to use the animation player. Like you want it to move a certain kind of way. Because like at the end of the day, something like this, if you did it in tween, which is fine if you did it that way, but you would need to like animate each position. I don't know why I can't see it here. See this? Each step, you would have to be like, okay, so here is the final one for this. So you do a tween for this, 0.3 seconds to make it go from that size to that size. Then you need another tween for that, and then another tween for that. So that's like a lot of tweens. Chained together via the finish or something like that, I don't know. I suppose if you didn't want it to rotate, then it would be a lot easier, because then you could just have a single tween and have it be like bounce, tween bounce or something like that, because then it's going to overshoot the size anyway. Potentially. So maybe you only need 2 tweens if you want that rotation and size. Because you could use tween bounce. What you up to? Okay, let's see if we can collect the tween. Collect the tween. Collect a mod. Mod chip reward. Just drop this bad boy right here. And then add a mod chip to it. Oh, I already got one. Yeah, what happens if I just walk over this? Missile, I see. What this do? Nothing. It did nothing. I'm guessing on Mod Chip Collected was never called. Or is it because I already have it? You know what I mean? I don't actually remember. Invalid access to player location. Interesting. I've created a bug. Worry about that later. Error calling signal on mod chip collected to callable control mod chip on mod chip collected. Method expected arguments but call with 1. Ah. That's okay. We can actually handle that. That's actually a good thing. We can do it later though. We can add art to it. Okay. We don't stop moving though. So there's nothing to stop the player. Out of time. You're right, actually. Thank you for letting me know. I got like wrapped up. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I've got to go do my job. Make some real money. We'll be back again on Thursday, because I won't be in on Friday. Oh, Wednesday, I should say. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like the stream. Okay. Bye, bye, bye.